Wow, I think I'm live. We shall see. We shall see if I'm live or not. hmm Right now, I have 0 eyeballs. So anyway, um, I'm gonna do the customary wait for a couple of minutes just to see who shows up. And I see 1 eyeball. Hope that's not me. We shall see what happens. That's 2 eyeballs. This is impromptu, guys. I didn't do any. Hey, what's going on, Kent? How you doing, my friend? How are you? I got Kent in here. AJL, how you doing? Antoine Cates, what's going? He say, big dog, what's going on? Can you hear me? Is my audio good? Hopefully it is, guys. Round of applause if it is. Hopefully my shit's okay. I hope it is, guys. I hope it is. This is one, like it says, I'm just chiming in. I actually have no freaking agenda whatsoever. What's going on, Rich Divine? What's going on, Darren Wilson? What's going on? This is a test. This is a test. I have StreamYard, which is a software that I'm using, has expanded. In the past, I could only do a podcast or go live or do this. What's going on, Madwood Barbecue? I could only do this on 2 venues. So I would normally do my Facebook. And if I'm doing a Daddy Cooks thing, I do it on my Daddy Cooks YouTube. If I was doing a RBOP podcast, I do it on my RBOP YouTube. But StreamYard has expanded. So right now, this is a simulcast. I'm broadcasting to my Philip Riddick Facebook, my RBOP, and my podcast. My RBOP podcast and the Daddy Cooks simultaneously. So this is a test. I want to make sure everything's good. And hey, Elisa Wooten, what's going on? Rich Divine says, yes, I guess that means you can hear me. Hello from Fingers Lake, New Jersey. Well, hello from Rayford, North Carolina. Put your hands together for Fingers Lake, New York. I'm sorry, did I say New Jersey? I'm sorry, I meant to say New York. Put your hands together for Fingers Lake, New York. All right. I want to welcome you guys on all of these venues. This is just a test. And it looks like everything's working out pretty good. So I'm happy about that. I hope everybody's okay. I hope you're safe. Hope your families are safe and all of that good stuff. Yeah, I've been kind of what's the word? I've kind of been low profile for the last week or 2. Been taking care of some stuff personally. Yeah. So if you are looking at this on the RBOP, type in a 1. If you're looking at this on Daddy Cooks, type in a 2. And if you're on Facebook, I can already tell. So 1 if you're on RBOP, 2 if you're on Daddy Cooks, just so I can see if and where you guys are getting this live feed from. So how you been? What y'all want to talk about? I'm not in rare form yet, but I'm working on it. All right, I got 222. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on Daddy Cook, so I guess nobody is on RBOP, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm probably, I'm not even going to say it. Normally I say I'm going to, hey, Johnny Mags, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Congratulations on your 2 years on the Pod Life. I can't talk. The Pit Life Barbecue podcast, man. Congratulations. I already said it to you once. I just want to say it in this forum. So there you go. I got nothing going on. Daddy Dust says 1 also. Thanks, Kent. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for Kent. You're the man, brother. You are the man. So it looks like everything's clear on my end. I just came on here to check this, but I'm going to hang out for a minute. I'm sipping on a little something. You're welcome, man. You're welcome, Johnny Mags. Anytime, my friend. My New Hampshire brother. I got nothing going on. I'm waiting on another bottle of scotch to show up. Freaking my soon-to-be son-in-law just ran to the liquor store. And we'll see what's going on. Delana and Wally Burcham. How you doing? How you doing? Man, this world is crazy. Fine what? Darren, what's up? You moved from YouTube to Facebook. Why not do both, man? Why not do both? But I still got I'm still paying attention to what's going on, man. But I just want to say, how you guys holding up? What is your take on the world of today, man? Things are crazy. Things are crazy. And my views are my views. Your views are yours. You guys feel free to chime in and we can talk about it. Thank you, Andrew K. Appreciate you, man. That he's on the RBOP channel. Man, how do you guys feel about? Okay, we're not going political on this at all, but I do want to ask the question. Hey, brother James, how you doing, man? How do you guys feel about the fact that we still have this COVID bullshit going on? How do you guys feel about that? All right. I'm going to stay away from politics. We're going to just talk, people talk, us talk. I ain't talking about no research. Just how do you feel about it? What do I mean by multi-channel? Multi-channel is the range control. Great name, by the way. I like that. The range control. Nice. Right now, I am broadcasting on my Facebook channel, my podcast channel, and my cooking channel simultaneously. So I call that multi-channel. All right. Range control says, please go political. No, let's stay away from politics. But I just want to hear your views, guys. Hell, I might even plug up the phone and get some calls in, maybe. But let me just throw this out. Many countries have got a handle on this whole virus situation in like 8 to 10 weeks. 8 to 10 weeks. All right. And now, dude, from January, we're in August. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Not everywhere. And I think that's part of the problem. Not everywhere. Some places are calming down and other places spike. And then they'll get a handle on, they'll calm it down, and someone else will spike. But when I watch the news or you hear people talk in conversations, it's turned into from where I think is how to say it. I think people are being inconsiderate. That's what I think. All right, just my view, inconsiderate. Even if you can't get sick, don't risk somebody else getting sick. But this is what I hear a lot. Okay, you guys know I'm on social media a lot. I hear a lot of shit. You got the group of folks that say, well, I'm free to do whatever I want and you can do whatever you want. So if you want to stay in, you stay in, let me stay out. You got that group. Okay, I can see your point. I don't agree with it, but I see your point. Then you got the folks that are, if I get it, I get it. So what? Okay, I got that piece. I can understand that too. Then you got the group that's, you can't make me wear a mask. It's not, you're violating my rights for making me wear a mask, so you can't make me. Okay, I understand that too. I can understand your point. I don't agree with it, but I understand your point of view. Hold on. Range control says is a biological concern. There are cures in Cuba and other nations that are blocked by trade embargoes in aid of pharma corporation. It makes it political. So these are policy issues. All right. That's the first I've heard of that. All right. But okay. I can understand what you're saying, but that's the first I've heard of it. That's cool. That's from the range control. But of course, it's a biological concern because it's a virus that deals with us biology. It from what I understand, it affects us obviously, which is biology, and then it also, I ain't gonna say enhances. That's the wrong phrase. It kind of exacerbates any stuff you already got, from what I understand. Okay, and then you got the. I think I talked about the freedom of rights. You can't make me wear a mask type of thing. So anyway, what's your take, folks? Y'all start typing. You know what? I'm plugging into my phone. Bump this. I'm going to take some calls as soon as I find what I'm looking for. How can or okay. Dwayne Vidic, what's going on, brother? Says, how can or how will they enforce people who don't want to wear masks in public? How can they? First of all, I don't think you should have to enforce it. I think folks should be like, listen, we can just suck it up, wear a mask until this shit freaking gets controllable, and then take the fucking mask off. You know, everybody's like, well, not everybody, but you got a group of folks are saying, well, we need to open the economy now, open it now. But every time they open, if you look at what's going on, every time they open a spot, the spot gets worse, and then they start closing them. All right. Day one, when they opened up schools in Georgia, they had outbreaks. They had cases of the virus, and some of the schools had to close day one. I mean, I ain't no genius, but what? Come on, man. If it, what you got to do to convince people? I hope the hardcore people that I ain't wearing a mask and blah blah blah. I hope the hardcore folks don't catch it. But there's been a lot of people that are like, and I've seen it. You know, I ain't wearing it. I ain't wearing it. And then they get sick or somebody gets sick. And now they're on TV saying, oh, it's real. Come on, man. Even if it ain't real, okay, which I thoroughly and completely think it does, because, you know, there's been some shit floating around. I've lost a couple people that I know. But even if you didn't think it was real personally, but there's evidence showing it, what harm would it be to err on the side of caution to try to shut it down? Well, I just answered my own question because people don't believe the shit's real. Anyway, IMB Pilot says, bro, you were the reason I started watching cooking online. Can't wait to see you get back in the kitchen. You once mentioned me in your video, and I asked you to do a video on blackened catfish. Did I do the blackened catfish? I think I did blackened catfish. But that's a great idea. Matter of fact, now that I got my freaking Blackstone griddle, I can blacken that shit on the griddle. Hot damn. Thanks for that. All right. Doc Type 1 says, the problem is they have polarized us and made it political. As a healthcare worker, you really have to see the effects or see the anomalies. We say, I agree. They have made it political. It's turned into, if you wear a mask, you're a Democrat. If you don't wear a mask, you're a Republican. I have friends of mine telling me, well, I'm not wearing a mask. The president don't wear a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. Okay. It's against my rights. And then the president comes out and says, wear a mask. He says, wear it. Smart thing to do. And then he do it, and then he won't do it. Then he'll do it, and then he won't do it. I don't know. What's the barbecue? What do you think we should wear? Do you think you should wear one for the flu? If the flu starts killing people as much as COVID, yes. But since it isn't, no. But they did. But a lot of people take a freaking take the flu shot. A lot of people take the flu shot. Some jobs make it mandatory to take the flu shot. So, I got a knock at the door. I'm live. What's up? I can't hear you. Hold on. What? Do you need me now? Because I'm live right now. Hello? What does he want? No, I can't right now, sweetie. All right. Someone want to ask me a question on the telephone. Kind of busy right now. We should stop being selfish and respect others' safety. Yeah, I understand that, Dwayne. If they believe it. If they believe it. You with me? I don't know what this is chiming on my shit. What is that? I don't know what that is. Anyway. Closing that nonsense. Pal. All right, I'm back. All right, right. What was it? Who said what? James at Aim Claim says, you know what this is? My daughter got her school crap up, and I think I'm in the what do you call it? In the when they asking questions in school. Let me close all this nonsense down. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm back. James said, "You're right. Every time we open up, we have a spike. The only way around it is to shut down until we get a cure, which probably won't be till next year. Do we shut till then? It's a tough situation." Well, see, they're saying that if they do the common sense stuff, what I'm hearing, you do the common sense stuff, it could be almost as effective as a total shutdown. So, what I've heard, and you guys can confirm or deny, I don't know everything, but if they do the mask, the hand washing, and the social distancing, and stay home when you can, and all of that stuff, then if everybody would do it, then it would be almost as effective as a shutdown. Get the handle on the shit, and then open all you want. I mean, like, come on, man. We're supposed to be the most advanced country on the planet, riches and all that. Yeah, I see you, the cooking cupping, babe. I know you love this shirt. Anyway, um, I don't understand if we're supposed to be the greatest country on the planet, how come people are doing better than us? How is that? How come people are doing better than us? How come we have countries that have less sophistication, less intelligence, less I'm talking intelligence as far as organizations, intelligence, less computing power, less a lot of things, less medical capability and all of that, but they got a handle on this shit and we don't. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Doc Type. But you have to have a plan. We didn't go into battle with that. You're right. I agree with that. You do have to have a plan. Okay. Here's my thing. I got 4 daughters, a wife, and myself. That's 6 entities. We'll go with entity. We got 6 entities. Okay. And each one of those entities have a problem. Okay. But it all affects this house. Daughter 1, Dad, I got a problem. I need to fix it. It's affecting the house. Daughter number 2, 3, 4 say the same thing. Wife number 5 says, yes, we got a problem. It all affecting this house. But we're going to take care of it individually and we'll make sure that the house is taken care of. Me being the head of the household, what do you think I'm going to say? Yeah, y'all work that out individually and let me know how that works. Am I going to say that? How about no? All y'all come in. What the hell's wrong with you, and you? These are the problems. We need to fix this stuff. We're going to work together to get it done. I'm going to head it off because I'm going to take care of my household. Now change household to United States. And what is not happening? All the daughters are not being rallied. There's no plan for all the daughters. All the daughters are doing their own thing. All right. Florida's a daughter. North Carolina's a daughter. South Carolina's a daughter. Texas is a daughter. Wisconsin is a daughter. You with me? There ain't no daddy ain't taking care of the daughters, in my view. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about me. If I got a problem and it's in my house and it's a multifaceted problem, I really want to say that word, multifaceted problem, I'm going to freaking wrangle that shit to take care of my household. But that's just my view. That's just my view. How y'all feel about it? But I agree with you, Doc Type 1. You got to have a plan. But I can't have 2 of my daughters doing a good job, 2 of my daughters doing a bad job, and start talking shit about 2 of my daughters and praise the other 2 when I didn't do shit. But it's my house. You with me? Come on, man. Race control, that's part of the larger problem. What? What's part of the larger problem? Break that down to me. What you talking about? Anywho, got 34 people in here. That's nice. I guess that's combined. But I don't know, man. We got countries that are lesser than us, according to many, but they're doing better than us. And I'm not gonna say I don't get it. I think I understand it. But your views, guys, come on. Organizational stalling. Organizational stalling. It's got to be a consolidated effort. I think so, Dwayne. I think so. But right now, this is what gets me. This is what gets me. when the higher ups are talking about, I did this and I did that. But then when you turn around and ask, what's the plan for this and that? They're like, oh, well, that's up to the states. Well, if the states have been handling everything, don't get on TV talking about, well, I want to, I'm opening up the government. You didn't close it. You left it to the states. So you can't open it. Right? If you don't have a consolidated plan and you say the governors, they can handle it. We got some great governors, some not so great. Believe me. Okay. Well, if the governors are handling it, the governors are shutting shit down. And then don't turn around and say, I'm going to open the government when you never closed the motherfucker. Or am I mistaken? Am I wrong? Am I all chewed up? Y'all let it fly. Hammer me. Hammer me when I start lying. All right, silence. Doc type. I just get upset when someone walks across the room and asks why I wear a mask. I'm tired of having to explain I'm a potential super spreader because of what I do, being around. Listen. Well, no, I ain't gonna say it. Depending on your state. This is a joke. But it's like, why are you wearing a mask? I'll be like, I don't know. You want me to put it back on? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. My thing is this, guys. My thing is this. When people start talking about you can't make me can't make me wear a mask, you're violating my rights. Let's back up to a couple of years way back, not too many years. Well, yeah, I'm getting older. All right. I remember riding in the back of the freaking station wagon. Y'all know the one with the wood on the side, and they had a little seat in the back, and you're pointing in the back direction. Remember? If you got rear end, you was just a dead ass. But we used to ride back, no seatbelts. I remember they didn't even have seatbelts in cars. Or if you did, they didn't have enough for everybody. And then they made seatbelt laws. And even then, folks were against it. No, I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it. Remember that? Seatbelts. They put something in place to help save your ass. They put something in place so you wouldn't die if you got in an accident. And people still didn't want to do that. You can't make me wear a seatbelt. What? Come on, man. Now, put the seatbelt second nature. Hell, they did you one better. They added an airbag. I remember when that shit didn't exist. Look, when airbags were first developed, they started putting them in cars regularly. That shit was like freaking science fiction magic. There's a bag that's going to deploy to keep me from busting my fucking head. Wow. Now they're everywhere. Hell, you can get a little piece of shit, little itty bitty car with an airbag. It's commonplace. Everybody wears a seatbelt, at least when they see the police coming. You know what I'm saying? Now, translate seatbelt into wearing a mask. You know, thank you. Same thing wearing a helmet on motorcycles. Now, you don't have to wear them in all states. I got you. But if it's going to keep your brain in your head, wouldn't you want to wear one? You know, not everybody. You're not going to please everybody. You know, they're talking about there might be a vaccine in the next year or so, give or take. And you already got people that are anti-vaxxers right now. Don't want to take, vaccines cause autism, which is bullshit. That's been disproven, debunked. But you still got anti-vaxxers now. We got this virus going on. If they do come up with a vaccine, you're going to have some fuckers that's not going to want to take it anyway. Can't please everybody. All right. You got people that were going out having freaking protests with guns and shit, going into state capitals, at the governor's office, mayor's houses and shit with guns, wanting to open up the economy. Let us open our gym. I need a fucking haircut. You had all that shit going on. Right? And was nothing said from the higher ups. Nothing. But then you got a bunch of people running around freaking protesting. I didn't say riots. You got people protesting peacefully, and this shit's off. The people, man, there's all kind of people talking about shit. Antifa. Rioters need to go to freaking prison forever. If you break something that ain't yours, fuck you, go to jail. Yep, I said it. If you're stealing some shit, go to jail. If you get caught. Yep, I said it. Now, it is a constitutional right to freaking to protest. Hell, we wouldn't have a United States of America if they didn't fucking protest. The whole freaking Boston Tea Party thing. You with me? That was a protest. And they teach you about that shit in school. Come on, man. Vaccines in Cuba now. Google COVID-19 Cuba vaccine. All right. Now, let me tell you this, range control. Even if I do Google it, I'm going to have to do some research. I don't believe everything that come out on freaking on the internet. I don't believe everything that come out on the internet. Facebook, YouTube, Google. I don't believe all that shit. Hell, there people ain't going to believe what the fuck I'm saying. Don't have to. It's like, that's part of the problem in America. We got, and this is going to sound so terrible. Now, let me say this first. Disclaimer. I don't think any of our rights should be violated. I don't think you should ever violate any of our constitutional rights. But part of the problem is motherfuckers be thinking their rights overcome common sense and their rights overcome freaking common courtesy. Okay? You with me? Even though you have right to do things, there's also some constraints on that shit. You got the right to bear arms, but you don't have the right to a fucking bazooka. Hell, even you got to conceal carry. There's places you're not allowed to carry. Right? There's just some shit you just can't do. My right to carry arms, right to bear arms should not be infringed. They're already infringed. You can't have a freaking fully automatic weapon unless you pay all kind of extra shit to be a collector or whatever those licenses are. Come on, man. Your shit's already infringed. It's not taken, though. All right. People who can't go to gym but still want to work out need to get Army manuals. They can do cross-country skier and turn and bounce. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Please do. Never take anyone's word, even mine. Thank you, Range Control. Only use me as a guide. Don't even just accept what anyone. Yes, I agree. And same thing with me. Same thing with me. This is all my opinion. This is all my opinion. There's too much to say to be able to type. Yeah, I understand. Man, where's that? Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? Y'all keep typing. Bear with me. I had my podcast number on a 3x5 card, and obviously I don't have it committed to memory. But let me do this, and I'll put it in the chat once I find it. Where is it? What do you say? I do know. Even been shut in for 5 months now. My wife is now wanting to do shit in the house. It's 114. I understand. Let me go to this documents. Y'all might hear some clicking going on. Everyone needs to educate themselves. If you can scroll social media, you can do some research. You damn right, Johnny Mags. You are damn right. Where is that freaking thing? Anywho, give me a second, guys. Keep on typing. Keep on typing. Come on, man. I just had the shit. See, here's the problem. When you got a computer and your girls do college work on it, I'm running through paper after paper after paper. I'm trying to find my shit. There it is. Hot diggity damn. Open. I got that open, and I'm going to do this. Hold on. Let me turn my Wi-Fi off. Bam. Don't want nothing crazy on the phone. All right, Tom's Food Factory. People need to do critical research. Don't go looking up information that only supports your own beliefs. Look up both sides and come. There you go. There you go. That's exactly what you need to do, my friend. Disconnected from my watch. Good. I'm going to plug this in here. Okay, I said I'm gonna plug this in here. Okay, range control. Oh, apologies. I never thanked you for all of your amazing kitchen work. Thank you. That was poor from my part. Please, hey man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I want to make sure that that's on. And we should be good. Close. And the number, I'm gonna put it in the chat. This is actually for James. Brother James at Aimon McClaiming. He said it's too much to type. All right. There you go. Hold on. Oh, and at that number to discuss. Cuss, that's terrible. I just typed dick cuss. All right, folks. I'm gonna put that in the chat. And then I'm gonna put that. Oh, it put it everywhere. We'll just do it this way. That's the number, folks. That is the number. There it is. That's the number. Y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to tell me what's on your mind? That is good to go. I appreciate it. Elizabeth says, "GG, what's 8990? What is that?" All right, Paul, are you in town for a while? Or are you possibly heading to parts unknown again soon? Don't give anything away. OPSEC, I understand. There's no international travel right now, Paul. So, yeah, there's no international travel. So I'm at the house. I'm chilling. I'm chilling at the crib until things change. Yeah, just got some things I got to take care of before I head back. But I'm chilling at the crib. I don't know why this is probably that Pating guys. Yeah, my daughter's got something open. I guess. Make sure I got this number right. 910 479 4325. Yep. That is the number. And let's make sure my ringtone's up. It is. Not bad. Waiting for you, folks. Anyway, I'm in time to answer that. To call you, yeah, that's if you want to call me, Elizabeth. That's the number right there. It's on the screen. Ringing says not available. What? That's crazy. Try that one more time. Rockfish Road. Who's it? Paul? Rockfish Road and Pittman. New voicemail. Let's click that. What is that? I'm getting nothing. I got a voicemail. There it is.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
All right. Who do I got there? I just hit one. What's up?
How you doing? My name is Jay. Go by the range control.
Hey, range control. What's going on, brother? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Range control, you there?
Volume down so that we don't have any.
I'm kind of getting you. You're kind of broken. Range control. I hear you trying to come through.
Okay, yeah. So, all right.
All right.
Apparently, we got a connection now.
Okay, yeah, I got you now. Okay, I had you down. It might be signal, man. Hello?
or making people feel a certain way. Because honestly, people's beliefs it's like church. You don't want to try to push anyone to tell them what their truth is. But at the same time, I think it's important to discuss what information is available so that people can research it for themselves.
I agree completely.
And so I would like to discuss with you kind of what I was bringing up earlier about Googling some of the things that were available as far as COVID, since we were talking about that earlier.
Right.
So if nothing else, your audience knows other sources are covering it in case they have COVID or anything else, or lung cancer, because they also have a cure for that down in Cuba in the form of an inhaler. So, policy, unfortunately, is just kind of intermingled with it.
Okay. Policy as far as what? Getting it from Cuba to, since they did get, they even stopped cruise ships from going to Cuba. When things were opening up, everything got closed up again. I'm not going to talk about why. So,
right.
You're talking about policy because of Cuba. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, but this is more to do with the trade embargo, and this also, even larger than that, has to do with pharmaceutical companies and lobbies, which is why we have a lot of breakages as far as the cost of pharmaceuticals if they're made available to us. For example, Senator Sanders attempted to lower costs by opening a trade deal with Canada so that and to be clear, he wasn't my primary choice.
That's fine.
But this is just a matter of fact what happened. He tried to lower the cost of pharmaceuticals by opening trade with Cuba to get us more pharmaceutical options for people who couldn't afford things. And they shut that down because lobbies are the middlemen for the corporation.
You're right.
And these corporations, they're the ones who hire policymakers by putting them in office. They pay for campaigns, etc. And these are just matters of fact, unfortunately, in the United States.
The lobby is just income, man. They're just trying to get their interests up front. And you're right on that. And if memory serves me correctly, I think Senator Sanders was trying to get some opened up between Mexico as well because of pharmaceuticals were cheaper.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know something about that, but as far as a COVID cure or a lung cancer cure in Cuba, that I'm not versed on. I could look it up.
And that's why I asked you to Google it. That way, your audience can at least see, or at least hear.
Yeah,
that.
Hear it, and everybody underneath the sound of both of our voices, me and Range Control guys, feel free to look it up. And if you get some more in-depth information, and you can, verify it with sources, shoot it to me, or we can talk about it next time. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Yes,
hey, look, I don't want to monopolize your time. I'm sure there are other people who want to call in.
Yes, sir.
So thank you very much for your time. And I look forward to getting back down to North Carolina. It's long overdue. And you take care. God bless and stay safe out there.
Hey, you too. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hey, keep your views out, man. Everybody's views important, even if somebody else don't agree with it.
Airborne that.
Take care, man. Peace. That was refreshing. Hey, what's going on, Daryl? Babby's Barbecue, what's going on, man? Nothing. I'm sitting at the house, man, just not stirring up no shit, but just I didn't really have a subject. I just don't understand the big disparity between you got some of the country that just wants to open up everything, and you got some of the country that wants to keep everything locked down until we get a handle on the virus. Now I'm leaning more toward keep things locked down, not locked down, period. But according to Fauci and some other folks, the lady, I can't remember her name, with the scarf all the time, and the CDC guy and other doctors, they were saying, if you were to, and I can't confirm or deny this, but they were saying, if you were to mask up, wash your hands, sanitize, social distance, follow those simple rules. Thank you, Dr. Burks. If you follow those simple rules, it would be not equal to, but damn close to a lockdown. But then you got other voices wanting to open up the schools, I need a haircut. How come the gyms ain't opening? First of all, to social distance a gym, I don't know how you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You start pumping on the bench press, sweating on that motherfucker. You jump off. I guess someone's gonna swoop in and sanitize it before the next person gets in. All right. I'm not a stranger to a gym, and there's a whole lot of and sweating and all that stuff, and coughing and all kind of shit going on in the gym. Now, sweat is not a criteria for the virus, to my knowledge, but sanitation is. You know, they wash your hands. Well, if I gotta wash my hands before I touch something and touch my face and eyes, I think everything gonna have to be clean before I move from one machine to the next. I don't know if there's a way to do that. That ranks right up there with try to socially distance a movie theater, okay, or a restaurant. I flew from here to Arizona to pick up my soon-to-be son-in-law. Y'all saw that. Those of y'all that pay attention to this channel. And from the time I got in the airport, I was wearing a mask. Okay, this is back before, the information then. It hasn't changed that much, other than kids are getting it now. Before, kids were not getting it. Now kids are getting it. But anyway, I wore a mask the whole time I'm in the airport. Now, I flew first class. It was a small plane first class, not big international plane first class, so it wasn't crazy expensive. And when nobody flying, it was cheap. So anyway, I flew first class. So when you fly first class, the guy was like, hey, I can't just come by and offer you stuff like we used to. He's wearing a mask too. He said, but if you want something, just say, hey, can I have? So the only rule that changed was they're not going to walk by and approach everyone and offer, hey, would you like a drink? Would you like something to eat? Blah, 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 like they normally do. They're just going to sit back. And if you hit the button, boom, and say, hey, man, can I get a freaking double scotch and a sandwich? He's going to bring you double scotch and a sandwich or a soda or a pop, depending on where you're from. I'm just saying. Anyway, wore the mask the whole freaking time. And yeah, it kind of got on my nerves. But then think about it. You're wear the mask unless you're eating. So as soon as you lift the mask up, you're defeating the purpose of the mask. That's the same thing that happens in a restaurant, or you go to a ball game, or wherever you go, guys. The exception is, well, if you're eating, you can take the mask off. Well, if you're around a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? That defeats the purpose of the mask. So that's why I kind of lean toward not full lockdown. Baller Barbecue says a full lockdown totally works and is 100% worth the hassle. Look at New Zealand. I agree with you. New Zealand, China, hell, I think even who had it bad? Was it Spain or France? Anyway, a lot of countries. New Zealand is the perfect example. One is a smaller country, and they, it was easier for them to lock down, but they were like bumping. Inside of 8 weeks, they're done. All right. China, no new deaths and stuff like that. I don't have the numbers. Range control. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I have to join a telecommuting meeting. Everyone be careful, man. Be careful. Be safe. And thanks for chiming in. I don't know shit from Shinola. I'm just a dude sitting in his house. Social distance. Daryl, Bad Beef Barbecue says, we have to have a government that will mandate masks nationwide, not leave it up to each individual state. Lack of leadership. Shake my head. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. But also a lot of people say he's doing a great job. Mega. I got a phone call.
Call from
James.
Oh, there he is. Brother James, my friend.
What is going on, Brother Phil?
Nothing, man. Hanging out. Glad you called in. What's up, baby?
Oh, man. I've just been here tuning in, listening to everything and debating. Okay, should I call in or not? There's just so much.
Man,
like I said,
say what you want to say. Man, look, no harm, no foul. You can't offend me because I don't care that much. Brother James, you still there? All right, there you go. I got you back.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right, cool. Yeah, there's just so many things you touched on that, man, I started typing and then had to delete. If you went to something else, started typing, had to delete. I was like, oh.
So what's the subject? What you typing on? What you want to tell me?
Well, just a few things that you had mentioned, like you were talking about, other countries that are less, I guess, sophisticated than we are.
Good word.
How they were able
sophisticated. I was trying to come up with that.
I know you. I think you said
I like less enhanced, or so. I was trying to figure out sophisticated is a better word.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, when you look at those countries, also I think you have to look at the population.
Yes.
Are they 50 million people compared to 330 plus million?
Right.
While 50, 70 million, whatever, is still a lot of people.
Yeah.
The higher number, the more people you have, the harder it is to get everybody to kind of jump on the same page. I think that's part of our problem.
That is
that we're so huge as a country that I think it's a little easier to get 50 million people in a country kind of on board compared to what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times that.
Yeah. Look,
so I think that might play into it some.
It does, especially if it's a communist country. When they say you do what we say, or you go into fucking jail, they're gonna lock it down easy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's throwing people in the back of trucks.
Yeah.
In China.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're right. When it's a communist country.
Yeah. You're not going to lock America down that easy, especially we have a lot of rights and a lot of views and freedom of speech. You got a country where you got no rights, no freedom of speech. Look, you lock it the fuck down or you get killed. There you go. Hey, that's so racist. I hope that wasn't racist. That's terrible. Anyway.
You made me spit out my drink.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right. When you have a country like that, I think it is easier to control, if you will.
Yeah.
The population. While I don't care for wearing the mask, I do it because it's a smart thing to do. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And then you made comments about like people going to like the Capitol or governor's mansion with guns and top leadership not saying anything, and then you have quote unquote peaceful protesters, and then top government, having something to say about that. I think if you look at with those the people that showed up with the guns, and I know what you're talking about. I saw that. You didn't see the burning of buildings or the people vandalizing property where we see
because that was not a riot.
Now,
even though they had their guns, it was still a peaceful protest.
Right now, while the protesters, I think there's 2 groups in that. You have those that are peacefully protesting, and then you have the other group in there that's mixed with them that unfortunately is kind of making them look bad also.
Yep.
So when you have that mix in there that is doing the vandalizing the property, set buildings on fire, I think that's why we see government from the top come in and have something to say about that, but they don't have nothing to say about the white guys with the gun, at the governor's mansion. Well, because there's 2 different things going on. I think if those people with the guns at the governor's mansion were doing the same thing, I think we would see that.
I got you.
So
now here's my issue. My issue is this: you have a select group of people that cannot do what you just did. You can identify the difference between a peaceful protest and rioter. You got some groups of people that combine it all, and that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Well, I won't say dumb because some of the higher ups seem to have that issue.
Well,
that's the problem.
I've seen them separate the two also. Maybe not in every press conference, but I've seen them separate the two.
Yeah. When pressed,
I'm not gonna.
And this ain't political. We talk about our views, man. Let's not get political.
Right. Well,
yeah, man.
It's hard to do that.
It is.
When you're talking about something like this.
Yeah.
But use it's incredible.
Look, he said use it's incredible. I thought he said that's incredible. Anyway,
my wife is making burgers. She was asking what season I want.
I know. I heard
it's incredible.
But I'm tippy toeing all over this subject lightly. I'm trying.
This is why I usually don't accept friends on my personal Facebook page from the barbecue world.
Right.
I try to keep that separate. I'm sure I'll have a few people unfollow me or unfriend me, and so I just try to keep it separate. But man, I try that. I try to, like you, kind of keep it.
I tippy toe, man. If this was straight just RBOP, I'd go ham. I'd go hard as hell, hard as a motherfucker. But since I'm doing a three-way right now, I'm just asking people's views, saying what mine are. Everything's good. Matter of fact, my friend Mr. White Boy, that's his screen name, don't hate, says, "What's going on, Phil? Hope you and your family are well." I'm good, Mr. White Boy. Thanks for asking. Yeah, man. It's a precarious, I think it's a precarious situation, man, because you got so many people that think in so many different directions. Most of them, I can understand their point of view. Some of them, I just don't get it. There was this one young man, Florida. This was like 2 months ago, before more and more information came on. And they were interviewing people. They opened up Florida. No, before they closed Florida, there was a big rush of people going to the beach. And this young guy says, "Well, if I get it, I get it. I'm not going to." Yeah. I was like, really? Come on, man. Now, I hope the young man didn't get it.
Folks in there, right. That's young folks feeling like they're immune to some of the stuff. They just don't know better. That kid couldn't have been more than 18.
Yeah, 18, 19-year-old kid. Maybe. He was skinny. I was like, man, I'll snatch your ass. but
yeah, well, that's the other thing with, you mentioned, or it might be maybe in a comment about like shutting down everything, and man, it's just tough to do when here locally, where I'm at, our shutdown started in March, and they shut down everything completely, and numbers started to go down, and we opened back up, and the numbers spiked again.
Yeah,
and so I think until we have a cure for it, I think even if, let's say 2 months from now, if numbers get low and we open back up, I think we're going to see a spike then, because we just don't have a cure. We're just kind of putting a Band-Aid on it right now. We're not actually able.
But explain New Zealand. Explain New Zealand. Smaller country, but they got it down to zero. This is what I think. This is what I think our problem is. We cannot make people do shit in this country. That's our problem. You have to appeal. And just like you can't please everybody. All right. I mean, come on, man. There was people eating fucking Tide Pods in America. Come on, man. You with me? Let's just narrow it down to our community. YouTube. There was stupid asses setting. Remember that set yourself on fire challenge
in the shower?
Come on, man. And you want these people to wear a fucking mask? Come on. The United States of America, we're the greatest country on the planet in many respects. We're diverse. We have rights, freedom to do this, freedom to do that. But then there's some things that we're just all chewed up on, man. We got the highest incarcerated rate in the planet. You know what I'm saying? We have the most murders on the planet. We got more guns in America than anywhere on the planet. Not saying all that's good or bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. You know, I got nothing against freaking homosexuality, but there's some countries where if you're gay, you get killed. In America, you can't watch a TV commercial without seeing somebody wearing something flashy. That's all I'm saying. Come on, man. That ain't right. It ain't wrong. But it is what it is.
It's
all right.
True. Right. Exactly.
Come on. Stop me when I start lying to you. All right. You got freedom of religion. Freedom of religion. But there's a shitload of them. All right. Who's right? The Catholics swear they're right. The Buddhists swear they're right. The freaking Christians swear they're right. Scientology, wherever the fuck that is, they swear they're right. Come on, man. But you got the right to do it.
That's part of what, right? I think that's part of what makes us so great is you go to other countries, you can't have that many different religions. You're bound to just one.
I agree.
In many places,
I agree.
And here we have that freedom to. Luckily, if you want to worship spiders, snakes,
toothpaste,
you can do that in this country.
You can pray to toothpaste, man. In America, you can do whatever.
Exactly.
But here's my thing: you can also burn our flag, which boils my balls to the core. But that's freedom of speech. But there's some country, Turkey. I was in Turkey years back when I was in the military. They said, "Listen, do not mention Ataturk, which is the founder of the country. You say anything negative about Ataturk, you're going to fucking prison. If you mention anything wrong against the founder of our country, but you can call our president, past presidents, and former president, you can call them what the hell you want. Freedom of speech. Obama was an asshole. Okay, that's what people get. You ain't going to prison. Trump's a dick. You ain't going to jail. No, exactly. I think that's fucked up. I think there should be some type of well, I think personally people should have respect. But there's no rules, no laws against that in this country.
Real quickly, I have you on speakerphone, so my wife is hearing this whole conversation.
I will try to refrain.
No. Yeah. You don't have to do that. But she just wanted me to tell you thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. Hey, I appreciate it.
Her father's a Vietnam vet.
Okay.
So people who serve, we have a special place for them. So she just wanted me to.
Thank you so much.
Tell you that real quick.
Give her a hug for me because I can't.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Sure.
Paul Witz, hold on. Jim EQ says we're a great nation because of our deep-seated desire for freedom, and we're suffering because we want to be free and not told what to do during this pandemic. Double-edged sword. I understand that, Jane.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah, I understand that we are free, and then people don't want to be told what to do. But I don't know. At what point? There used to be a point where you didn't have to ask a kid. A kid would say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. That was raised in us. Hell, I used to do it. Mm-hmm. My daughters do it. You go down south. If they don't know your last name, you say, hey, this is Sue. They'll call you, hi, Mrs. Sue, Mr. James. You with me?
Right.
We used to do that. You used to, if someone had a flat tire, a lady on the side of the road, pull over. I've done it. I used to do it. I ain't going to do it now. But you used to pull over, change the tire for the lady. Have a nice day and drive the hell away. No problem. Now you end up with a lawsuit or shot. Come on. The country's changed. We used to be a group of respectful, very nice people. Now we're just people.
Once I think once you start coddling these kids, everyone gets a trophy. We built a mentality that of entitlement.
Yeah,
and we're kind of seeing the fruits of our labor, if you will,
or lack thereof. Yeah. How about all these? Yeah, what do you call them? Karens.
Not all fruits are good.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but the Karens, you got the Karens, and I don't know what the male version of it. People just get in your business. I want to see the key. I don't believe you live here. You're like, bitch, you don't have to believe I live here. Get the fuck out of here. But then they start calling the police. And come on, man. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? You know?
You know, I think once you start caving into to certain things, it just empowers another group to step up and say, okay, well, I want you to cater to me.
Yeah, I want
And
more. You can't do this because I said so. Well, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you because I said so. Look, I'm just gonna have to take the misdemeanor. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take the misdemeanor.
It'd be a hell of a story to tell.
I know. Oh, it'll be on YouTube. Hey guys, you didn't see me for a couple of weeks because I was in jail, but this is what happened. I wish somebody would. How come you're wearing a mask? Get the fuck out of my face. I'm gonna have to take the misdemeanor, man. I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest guy, but I ain't the smallest guy. But I've been risking my life my entire life. I ain't gonna take no shit off of some crazy person in a freaking Walmart. I'm sorry. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed, man. But I'm so glad you called in, man. I'm glad you called in.
Yeah, finally, man. Finally been able to call in and chat with you.
You know what's bad is I'm gonna have to go to, I'm not deleting shit. It's gonna stay on our Bob. It's staying where it is. I'm just gonna let this ride. I haven't done nothing too bad.
That's the thing. If you did that, that's a problem right there. Feeling like you have to delete something because you said something that's gonna offend somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it ride.
And somebody might say something.
Or they might learn from it.
You know what? Fuck them.
They might learn from it. They might learn from what you said, or the last person, or something I said, or give you something to think about. Oh, I'm not deleting shit. I'm sorry.
No,
yes, indeed.
not at all.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, my brother.
Oh, we're good, man. Look,
you.
Once again, give your wife a hug. Thank you. My service is my pleasure. Be safe, be healthy, and if there's something I can do, man, if I can, I will. Don't hesitate to ask. I love you like cooked food, man.
Right back at you, my brother.
All right, man. Take care.
Have a good one, man.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was refreshing. That was how long I've been on? Oh, an hour. I've been on for an hour. Shoot. Anyway, this actually turned out to be better than I thought. Like I said from the beginning, this was a test. This is my podcast rig, and I'm on a program called StreamYard, and StreamYard, I pay the pay version, not the free version. And they upgraded. You used to be able to broadcast on two venues, and I normally do either my Facebook and my podcast, or sometimes my Facebook and my YouTube channel. But now I'm doing all three as a test, but this turned out great. It turned out pretty good. Dwayne Vladik says, thanks to our vets and our troops. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They go to places to do unsavory things for long periods of time just to protect the United States of America and the Constitution. It's not their choice. They chose to join. But I guarantee you, everyone didn't choose to end up in a freaking hole for a week or two in the freaking desert, or chilling out in a swamp, or, you choose to serve. You don't always choose the places you have to serve. I'll put it that way. There you go. Bam. Anyway, folks, I'm just in here shooting the shizzle, laughing and joking. That's about all I had. What is this? Can't open comments in some destinations. What is that? All right, I'll read that later. Anyway, guys, thank you for spending this little bit of time with me. If you learned something, cool. If you heard something you want to look into or research better, cool. If you disagree with something I said, cool. Just look it up, or be prepared that we can discuss it later. Oh, Jimmy Q says, wait. I was part of a test. A guinea pig? You damn skiffy. Put your hands together for Jimmy Q, the guinea pig. Doc Type 1 says, I just appreciate you giving us a place that we can come, express different views, and have a civil conversation. Yeah. There have been so many times. I'm glad you said that, Doc. There have been so many times I've heard about folks, man, I don't say anything because people chew me out, or I don't voice my opinion on this or voice my opinion on that because I'm afraid of what someone's going to say, or I don't want to hear nobody, or they're going to disagree with me. Dude, you can't have a good conversation if everybody agrees with you. Come on. That ain't right. I'd love a person to disagree with me. I don't have to see eye to eye with you to be able to understand what you're saying. I don't have to agree with it to understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to disagree with you either. Some people, this is funny. Some people will have a conversation with you just so they can counter you. They'll listen to you but not hear you and just wait for an opportunity to be able to say something back. Some people just want to argue with you. Some people won't even they won't hear you. They'll listen at you and wait for an opportunity to strike back. I've had that happen to me plenty of times. Did you even hear what I said? Well, what about this, and this? Hold on, but what about what I said? You know, that type of thing. All right. Elisa Wooten says, I enjoy this testing. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Yes, I agree. And thank you, Elisa. I appreciate it. Guys, I hope anything that you heard people like that piss me off too, Baller Barbecue. But anything you heard, anything you've seen, or anything in this last hour and 5 minutes, if it was valuable, thank you. Cherish it. If there's something you think I said wrong, let me know. If I made you mad, I don't give a shit. If I made you happy, I'm glad. Doc Type 1, I've been married for 28 years because we butt heads. I may lose. She may whip that razor from her boob, but we can disagree. I agree, man. I agree. Shucks. My next anniversary will be my 34th. Shit, I almost been married for 34 years. And that's cool. Anyway, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully this was something that was positive. And I love you like cook food, guys. I'm about to get off of here in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love you like cook food. Thank you for participating in this test. I'm going to start pushing out more videos and more podcasts here shortly. Thanks for this. Take care. I love you.